What are we doing every morning? We just read. What are we reading? The Bible. What version of the Bible we are reading? AST, ang salita ng Diyos. So, babasa po tayo ng Tagalog. Marcos, Kapitulo 13, versikulo 1 hanggang 4. So, Mark chapter 13, verse 1 to 4. And this is going to be a good read because we will be learning something from these verses. So, may title po ito dito at least sa app na ginagamit ko. Ipinahayag ni Jesus ang tungkol sa mga huling araw. Matthew chapter 24 verse 1 to 2, tsaka Luke chapter 21 verse 5 to 6, yung mga parallel verses nito. So, yung mga binanggit ko na book and chapters and verses talks about the same thing. Talks about the same thing, talks about it differently. So, their perspective. So, basahin na natin. Bubulatin ko na lang kayo. Kasi may share ako dito po after. Nang paalis na sina Jesus sa templo, sinabi ng isa sa mga alagad niya, Guro, tingnan po ninyo ang napakagandang mga gusali. Let me just make sure I'm reading it correctly. Ang napakagandang mga gusali. At ang pader, malalaking mga bato ang ginamit. Napakaganda ng pagkakagawa. So the disciple is talking to Jesus and actually describing how awesome or beautiful the temple is. Now, verse 2. Sinabi ni Jesus sa kanya, to the disciple, nakikita niyo ba ang mga gusaling yan? Darating ang araw na magigiba ang lahat ng yan. Dun sa line na yun, napakaganda na. Mamaya, kung ano yung understanding ko doon. Or ano yung nakita ko doon. Ano yung ni-reveal sa akin ni Lord. Darating so this is not just an eisegesis. This is connecting to the whole Bible. Lord. Yung nakita ko dito sa line na yun. Darating ang araw na magigiba ang lahat ng yan. At walang may iwang bato na magkapatong. 3. Habang nakaupo si Jesus sa bundok ng mga olibo, Mount of Olives, sa may tapat ng templo. So, nakaupo sila sa Mount of Olives, kita nila yung temple na pinag-usapan nila kanina. Sa may tapat ng templo. Tinanong siya ng palihim ni na Pedro, Santiago, Juan, at Andres. So, Simon Peter, James, Santiago, James, Juan, John, James and John are brothers, sons of Zebedee, and Andres, Andrew. Simon Peter and Andrew are brothers as well. Alright. Verse 4. Sabihin niyo sa amin, kailan mangyayari ang sinabi ninyo? At ang mga palatandaan na malapit na nang mangyari ang lahat ng ito. Alright. This question that has been asked will be answered by our Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, really, JB? Hindi yan sasagutin ni Jesus. Yes, that's actually it. God will answer to us not in just single way. God could answer our prayers or what we're asking from Him by yes, it means, yeah, that's part of my plan. It will happen. Or no, it means, not part of my plan, it will not happen. Or wait, it means part of His plan, but it in His perfect timing. Now, dito sa question na to, hindi naman nare-reveal yung heart dito. Na, kumbaga, yung heart posture is genuinely asking. Genuinely asking dito sila Peter, Andrew, James, and John. And they're asking what will happen in the future, or when will the destruction of the temple will be coming to fruition, or when will it happen? So bago natin pag-usapan yan, balik muna tayo doon sa sinasabi ko kanina na line. Darating ang araw, angat pa tayo Yung tanong ng disciple, yung description ng disciple doon sa templo. Guro, tignan po ninyo ang napakagandang mga gusali. Lord, tignan niyo po itong meron ako. Napakaganda nito, Lord. Oh. Meron akong, may pera ako sa wallet. So, enough to para pakainin yung sarili ko ng buong araw sa dala kong pera ngayon. Lord, meron din akong pera sa bangko. Enough yan para mabuhay ako ng 10 to 20 years. Maraming pera ako, Lord. Marami. Lord, meron akong motor, 6. Meron akong kotse, 10. Meron akong yate. Lord, meron akong 3 bahay. Yung isa doon yung tinitira namin. Tapos meron pa akong mga rest houses. Tapos, Lord, dami kong pera. Pwede akong, dami kong magagawa. Ganda. Ganda ng meron ako, Lord. Templo, ganda. Amazing. In human eyes, in human standard, amazing. Napakaganda ng gusali. Pati na pader, Lord, at ang pader. Malalaki mga bato ang ginamit dyan. Ibig sabihin, ang ganda ng foundation yan, Lord. Pinaghirapan niya. Pinaghirapan nila pagtayo dyan. Ang ganda. Napakaganda ng pagkakagawa, Lord. Valuable talaga eh. Sinabi ni Jesus sa kanya, sa disciple, nakikita nyo ba ang mga gusaling niya? Nakikita nyo ba yung mga hawak niya? Pwede sabihin, ay si Jesus siya, JB. Hindi naman yun yung sinasabi. Oo nga, hindi yan sinasabi, pero konektado yan. Nakikita nyo ba yung mga hawak niya? Darating ang araw na magigiba ang lahat ng yan. Because we came here on earth naked, we will leave here, we will leave earth. We will leave out of earth naked. So what's the point of having all those things? Being amazed of all those things. Once you have started thinking about heavenly things, all those worldly things doesn't matter. Yun yung nakita ko dito. Galing ni Lord eh. Si Lord, tatago niya yung message niya. Guguluhin niya yung message. Hindi guguluhin Hindi maunawaan ng goat yung message niya. Pero yung sheep, naunawaan yung message niya. Tapos yung lost sheep na nahihila ng goats, the wolves hiding in sheep's clothing, nadidistract yung lost sheep. Nagugulo yung nagugulo yung utak sa gawain ng mga kampo ni Satanas sa Tagalog. Huwag na natin sugarcoat, si Satanas yun eh. Kampo ni Satanas. Guguluhin yung mga pag-iisip, the way the lost sheep think. Na magmumukhang may sense ang mundo sa lost sheep. Kaya sila lost. Kasi nagmumukhang may sense yung mundo sa kanila. Pero yung sheep, alam na nun. Naiintindihan na nun. Teka, itong mundo temporary. I'm going to be able to grasp this world temporarily. By the remaining time I have here on earth. Once I leave earth, all of these things doesn't mean a thing. Are meaningless. Sabi dito ng Panginoon, darating ang araw na magigiba ang lahat ng yan. Darating ang araw, papanaw ka. Pagpanaw mo, sabihin mo sa akin kung maganda pa, tingin mo doon. Pagpanaw mo, maganda pa ba, tingin mo doon? May silbi pa ba yung ganda ng gusali na yun? Yung tibay ng gusali na yun? Darating ang araw na magigiba ang lahat ng yan. At walang may iwang batong magkapatong. Ibig sabihin, wala nang silbi yan. Para sa buhay mo. Now, do you want to gain those things? Do you want to gain the world? And lose your soul? It's up to you. So, prioritize. Right priority and prioritizing correctly. What is really important? What matters the most? We need the things of the world as long as we're here on earth, but how are you using the things of the world? If it's coming from Satan, it will distract you from God. But if the blessings are coming from God, it will redirect you to properly utilize the blessings that you've received from God, and He will give it to you once your heart is ready. Or sorry, once your heart is ready. So, ano yung i-share ko sana dito? Kasi dito sa tanong na to, sasagutin pa sa mga susunod na verses. I'm just gonna spoil it. Sabihin ni Lord dito, walang ibang nakakalam. Walang tao, walang anghel, not even me. That not even me is not saying that our Lord Jesus Christ is not omniscient. But the Antichrist will use that argument, see, Jesus Christ is not God because he doesn't know. No, it is it is not his not for him to declare. It's declarative. Jesus Christ is telling them that it is not me to declare it to you. It's the Father who will declare it to you. I know, but it's not my job to declare it to you when it will happen. I know when it will happen, but that's not part of my will. That's not part of my job. The part of my job is to save you. And the things that I'm telling you that will happen in the future, the Father is the one who will reveal it unto you. I know all about those things. That it's not me to declare to you. It's God. It is God that will declare these things to you. So, yun lang naman gusto ko i-share. 12 minutes na. So, kung na-excite ako dito kanina nung sabi ko, ito na. Basahin ko na pala itong mark. So, summary lang po nung takeaway ko. So, pagdating doon sa mga pader, pagdating sa templo, sa ganda ng templo, sa tibay ng templo, napakaganda niyang tignan, na talagang pinagpaguran, pinaghirapan. Pero lahat ng bagay na yon, mawawala din pagdating ng panahon. At nangyari yan. Second temple destroyed. They couldn't offer. The Jews who are practicing Judaism, their religion, couldn't offer an offering to atone for their sins because there's no temple. There's no temple. They're trying to build another one. But the second temple is destroyed. Way back then. Destroyed by, if I'm not mistaken, the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire. Anyways, yeah. Again, Jesus is omniscient because he's God. There are times that Jesus reveals his divinity in terms of being omniscient or all-knowing when he read the heart of the people. And Jesus saying, no man, not even the angels, not even me will declare to you, but God. Alright. So, sa susunod ba, makikita niyo yung sinasabi ko. In advance ko lang kasi napaka-importante na. Dito sa tanong na binigay ng mga disciples sa verse 4. Alright, so, dig deeper, be skeptical, be investigative, find evidence for yourself. Don't rely on everything that I'm saying, but rely on the word, right? If it's the verse that I'm just reading the verse, just ponder on it, dig deeper. But the thoughts and takeaways that I have, if it's pushing you away from God or pulling you away from God, run away from that thought. Run away from that takeaway. Don't chew it. Don't swallow it if it's bones. Try to chew it and try to taste it. If it's of God, then swallow it. If it's of Satan, then throw it away. Disregard it, neglect it, reject it. All right, I think that's it. God bless you guys. Keep safe. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.